Today we're gonna make some granitas because I want dessert and I can't have dairy right now, which is a tragedy. So granitas are a nice frozen dessert product. They're made with fruit juice, water, sugar, and sometimes a few drops of lime juice or, you know, otherwise minuscule amounts of like an alcohol. That does not mean that they are an alcoholic dessert, because the alcohol is used to help aid in the freezing process rather than provide any alcoholicness to the granitas. So I'm making strawberry granitas. I've made granitas before. I believe I made raspberry and blood orange granitas for Thanksgiving one year because my aunt doesn't have a lot of dairy. Too much dairy gives her a headache. So I was like, I still want to make dessert. And I have a book called The Perfect Scoop, which is full of ice cream recipes and sorbet recipes and granitas and other assorted sweet treats. To be fair, it is not my go-to book for ice cream though, because we own the Salt and Straw cookbook, and that stuff is goddamn delicious. It is tasty, so tasty, easy to make. It's good. It's real good. So that's like my go-to ice cream recipe book, despite the fact that I have The Perfect Scoop, which also is full of ice cream recipes. But it's the book where I found granitas for the first time. And they're dairy-free, which is really good if you can't have dairy for whatever reason that is, whether it be lactose intolerance or the fact that dairy gives you a headache sometimes. So you can still have dessert, because dessert is really nice. And since cutting dairy out of my diet like a week or two ago, god dang it, I have wanted dessert. But alack, we only have ice cream right now, which is annoying. So I'd put fruit on the list, the grocery list, for my dad to go get the next time we went shopping. And now we have fruit. Right, so in this case, I have strawberries. Currently, what I'm cutting up is a pound of strawberries. The recipe I have specifically is for... No, this is 2 pounds of strawberries. I apologize. Right, it's designed for 2 pounds of whatever fruit you're using. And granted, there's different recipes for different fruits. Like grape or peach or blood oranges or raspberries. I just happen to have selected strawberries since it's a fruit I can have. And my dad bought it at the grocery store. I gave him like 3 options and this is the one I got, so this is the one I have. So that's all the stuff we cut off. We've got 2 pounds of strawberries. So what we do next is we're gonna add 6 tablespoons of sugar. So we have 6 tablespoons of sugar. Then we're gonna mix that up. I'm too lazy to get a spoon right now. I just don't feel like it. We're all the way over there. It's not really that far. I could go get a spoon, I just don't want to. I can just shake the bowl. You know, easy enough. And then, I did not get out my saran wrap beforehand, so I should have done that. Get your handy dandy cling wrap, your saran wrap that, god damn it, clings to itself and nothing else and is so nightmarish to use. Blah. And you're gonna cover it. And then you leave your strawberries and sugar to sit at room temperature for an hour, which I've already done with this other bowl of strawberries because I'm making a double batch since my dad bought 4 pounds of strawberries and I'd rather use them all now since I don't want to worry about them dying. I forgot the word. So once you have the strawberries and sugar that have sat for an hour, right, now what you've got is sweet strawberry liquid and strawberries. Which means I gotta go grab my book because I don't remember exactly what it says. We're gonna put the strawberries along with the liquid in the bowl. It's all good stuff. Along with a cup of water for every 2 cups of strawberries that we did. A cup of water and a few drops of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Easy peasy. Except for the fact that I don't know where our blender is. I think it might be in the island. I was right. Hurrah. Dang. Oof. Fancy blender. Oh dear. Okay. I'm going to blend it on the back counter because I actually just have to be near an outlet. So, right, how to make strawberry granitas. Take your 2 pounds of strawberries and cut the tops off. I sliced them in half because, you know, they were big and stuff. Then add 6 tablespoons of water. Not 6 tablespoons of water. 6 tablespoons of sugar. I missed. It's fine. Right, take your 6 tablespoons of sugar, add that to your 2 pounds of strawberries. Let them sit for an hour at room temperature. Then you get a cup of water. Put your cup of water along with your strawberry liquid solids thing into a blender. Squeeze a few drops of lemon juice in there. You have a lemon. To be fair, you could make the granitas. You can make a granita with, I think, most any fruit, right? The recipe book that I have has multiple fruit options. You know, blood oranges, raspberries, grapes, peaches, pineapple, coffee. I just want a few drops, so I'm just gonna, that's good enough. Crush it, you know? But you can do it with whatever fruit or thing is in season right now. I just, you know, I just want a dessert. Okay, I just want to eat a dessert. Oops. Oh, dang it, where are the lids for? I have this Tupperware to put my lemon in and can't find the lids. Okay, I think it's this green one. No, it's too small. Dang it. Ugh. I know there are lids for it. Why else would it be in... See, that's too big. Shucks. Okay, so we're giving up on putting an actual lid on this Tupperware container right now. I'm gonna go put some cling wrap over it. We're putting cling wrap on top of this because I can't find the lid. I know there should be a lid for this. I know there should be. It's Tupperware. There should be a lid for it. Okay, there you go. Makeshift lid acquired. I don't want this lemon to go bad. I have more strawberries. Don't want it to go bad. That would suck. Okay, so we've got the strawberry sugar mixture. We've got a cup of water. We've got a few drops of lemon juice. Now we just go blend that up. Hooray, loud noise. This is about to get real loud because it's a blender and they're demons. They're the worst. Blenders. Ugh. Okay, I'm putting it on before I plug it in, since the worst case scenario would be if I plugged it in without the lid on, it going everywhere, which would be a mess and not what I want. Okay. I'm gonna press smoothie mode. This thing has modes. I'm going with smoothie mode since I just want it to like be pureed, you know? Alright, it's gonna get loud. Whoopsies. I cut it off before it was actually done. It didn't really need to be smoothie-ified. It's not a smoothie. It ain't got like ice in it, so it does not need the same requirements. Now I've got goo. You might be like, what do you do with that goo? Well, you strain it so you can get seeds out, hopefully, because nobody wants seeds in their dessert. And then you would put it in your freezer. And every hour you would come stir it with a fork, right? You pour it into a rectangular dish with some good solid sides so that way you don't have to worry about it. Put it in your freezer. Every hour you come check with your trusty fork and you stir it. This way you end up with kind of like a shaved ice texture, which is really good. That being said, our freezer is full right now. We've got pizza, we've got ice cream and frozen vegetables and ready to stick in the microwave meals for my mom when she goes to work since, you know, gotta eat lunch. So there's not like a ton of space. Luckily for me though, we got these. This is just a normal pitcher. There's nothing special about this pitcher. It's a totally normal pitcher. I can stick it in the fridge until there's enough freezer space, essentially, which I think will work in my favor. Because then I don't have to worry about my strawberries going bad. They've been blended to hell and back. But at the same time, I can put it in my freezer later when there's space to put it in my freezer. Okay. Now, just for ease, I'm going to be filtering it through. I think this is a tea strainer steep thing. But the important part here is that this is, right, it's cloth, it's a pretty fine weave. I have no idea what this is made out of, but it's okay for straining, right? Liquids can pass through, but solids have a harder time doing so. So this way, when I pour my wonderful strawberry goo in here, the liquids should come through. I'm gonna have to get my hands dirty, which I don't appreciate, but such is life. because we want the liquid. So that way we can freeze it. And then I can have dessert. This is going to take a little while. So I'm just going to cut the video off here because otherwise it's just going to be me pouring strawberry puree through a very fine little thing of cloth. And then I just stick it in my fridge, and I'm not going to freeze it right now. So like, that's boring.